Before we start, I kindly thank John D for buying us a cuppa since the last video. It's always appreciated. If you want to as well, then 99p. The link's in the description below, and thank you in advance if you do. He's 4 now. Mystery Ming's hiding because she didn't get any attention because it's Kitten's birthday. Well, you're not really a kitten when you're 4, but still. This week we're back in early 70s London when it looked somewhat different. The Galborithm continues, as Christina Galbo, who was in The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue a couple of weeks ago, with her woman driving causing everyone to die, this week starring as a pupil in a school where girls are mysteriously going missing and then dying. But why? And who is Solange? It's an Italian film made over here because there's only so much you can do in your own beautiful country, so you come over to ours instead, although they did go to London. But on the other hand, it was a bit more white. This is one of the most popular giallo films of all time. The film also stars Fabio Testi as an Italian teacher in a girls' school, which can surely lead to no problems at all. Will the killer be caught? Will the Italian teacher give all his students a D? Will Galbo cause another accident leading to everyone dying? Will we find out what happened to Solange? And who is she? But most importantly, is it any good? Let's find out. Are you ready? He doesn't care. The film starts with the opening titles. We then meet a couple gliding along in a rowboat. It's not quite Venice, but it'll do. I wonder how romantic it's going to get. I think he's lost his keys.
Why not?
I want to, Enrico. Just as much as you want me to.
No boat twister for you, Enrico. I wonder why. And anyway, while he's trying to give her one, she sees someone running through the woods and getting stabbed, which unsurprisingly puts her off.
What is it now?
Over there, on the bank. I saw someone.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Elizabeth. What do you care, eh? Nobody can see us. Some lover I must be if you would rather watch the scenery.
Surely she's not going to fall for that Italian old shit. Oh, yes. Yes, she is.
I'll close my eyes and you can try again.
However, she sees the flash of a knife again, so they pull the boat over and stop. Enrico's a bit annoyed. She's a bit worked up, and he thinks it's all because she goes to a posh school that she's not allowed to play bedroom twister.
My uncle and the school have nothing to do with it. I saw the flash of a knife.
Sick of her shit, Enrico decides to take her home. Well, not all the way home. He drops her off to her bike, probably so he doesn't look like a nonce. He's not really helping himself there. Anyway, Enrico gets home and he's listening to the radio talking about how a young woman was found dead. Oh, and he's also home to his wife. He really isn't helping himself.
Did you hear what they said?
Of course, intolerably aggressive today, aren't you?
Intolerably aggressive. After 5 years, do you always have to be so piss-elegant?
I do what I can, Enrico.
Sick of his bit on the sides moaning and his wife's moaning, he heads down to the crime scene just to make life a little bit more difficult to himself. Surely it can't get worse than this.
I heard they did it with a knife. No, couldn't have. I saw her and there weren't any wounds.
The best thing Enrico can do is get away from his wife and Elizabeth, his bit on the side, and just go to work. But of course, he's Elizabeth's teacher, the dirty sod.
Relax and listen to me. I've been asked to give you some bad news. You have probably noticed that Hilda Eriksson didn't come to school today. Something very serious has happened. And we shall not be seeing her again.
Is she dead? Oh, no!
Janet. Don't get all upset.
Don't worry, girls. I'm sure he'll comfort you.
I suppose you've heard of Hilda's death.
When did it happen?
Yesterday afternoon, in the woods, along the river bank. Elizabeth, what did you see exactly? The killer?
No, it was just a shadow moving.
With one of her schoolmates dead, she should probably go to the police with all this information. However, then she'd have to tell people what she was doing in the river and who she was with, neither of which are going to want that.
They would ask you who you were with. My love, listen to me. You can't always do what you like. You must keep track of reality. We need time to prepare Hertha. Make her understand that I'm in love with you. Then besides, there is the scandals for the school. It's your last year, don't you see?
Never mind her dead friend. Unfortunately, Enrico was caught at the crime scene when he went back to visit when all the police were there. How's he going to explain that one?
Tried to go and look.
Morbid curiosity. I told you.
A snap decision, and off you went. I wonder how you managed to find such an out-of-the-way place in the country in 20 minutes.
I heard the news on the radio, don't you remember?
Go on, tell the truth. It's because you were there with a student the day before.
But you're hiding something, and I don't like it.
Enrico leaves, although he's still a suspect, before the parents of the dead girl arrive, who are given far too much information.
Now hold on, Mr. Erickson. The murderer left the knife there.
I think you know where there is. Anyway, not content with being a suspect in the murder of one of his pupils, Enrico decides that the best thing to do is give Elizabeth a call at home.
I haven't been able to get near you for more than a week. What is it now?
Who are you talking to?
I'm by myself.
Caro, do tell me where you are. I can't stay on the phone forever.
8 Evelyn Gardens, 5th floor, the flat in front of the elevator. I love you.
Oh dear, this isn't going to end well. And by the way, where is this Solange? No sooner is she off the phone than she's round his house for some extra tuition. Tuition in biology. The bedroom twister practical exam. Watch out for those flashbacks.
Oh, the knife, Enrico. It seemed to be meant for me.
After giving Elizabeth the D+ in the extra tuition, he's back home with his wife and the detectives arrived. It's going really well.
I'll have to ask you a few questions, Mr. Rossini,
That means Mentog, I imagine.
if you wouldn't mind.
Bloody hell, a woman that's not nosy.
I can tell you that much, if you promise to keep it between us. I didn't see anything myself that afternoon on the river. But the person I was with did.
I take that back. She is nosy, and now she's going to know what he's up to with his students.
You know I'll have to question her. Oh, don't worry about my discretion, but if what she tells me can help identify the killer, I'll have to let it come out. I'm sorry.
A shadowy form, a knife glinting in the sun. How could that help the investigation?
It's likely to give more trouble than help. To both. You and me.
After all that, one of the girl's friends is at home. She gets a phone call from someone that she knows telling her to come outside. Let's hope it's not Enrico again. He's definitely losing his job. He definitely wants feeding. Sensing that something's wrong, Elizabeth wakes up in a sweat, and rather than call the police, I think we know who she's going to call.
All right, I'll come.
I'm sure you will.
I told you there was something strange. Now I know Enrico. He was wearing this sort of habit, all black. Black like a priest.
Well, yes, Elizabeth, they usually are black, especially nowadays.
Now, Mrs. Heldon.
The dog howled all night, but then the damn thing always does.
That's a funny looking ambulance. Maybe it's one of those special ones from North London, but we're not going to go there. Anyway, another girl has been found dead. I wonder who the suspect will be this time.
Did you know that Janet was killed last night? What? Professor? Excuse me, Professor. I want to talk to you.
Yes, of course. Come with me.
I think I know something, Professor. I'm not absolutely sure, but it has to do with Hilda's death. That Sunday, when Hilda was killed, well, I was there. Oh, that is, I was on the river in a boat, and I saw it.
And just what was it you saw?
Her teacher's cock. I'm sorry. Late that day, Elizabeth's having a bath at Enrico's house, and someone's inviting themselves in. Is it Enrico? And will he let them finish having a bath?
Enrico, love, I'm in here.
That is not how you help someone have a bath.
At what time did you say you arrived?
About 4.
That was when you were to meet Elizabeth.
No. Elizabeth just said that she would come around sometime this afternoon.
Is Enrico going to turn out to be the killer? And just who is Solange? So many questions. I wonder if any of them will get answered.
Enrico could never have killed that girl. He just isn't a killer, and far less a sex maniac.
Well, he's definitely one of the two.
Now, I want to know if any of you have seen a priest in the last couple of weeks. A priest with a beard. Either here or in the church next door. Well?
Yes, in the church. He was a new confessor.
Not the usual one.
Another one. Not Father Weber. He's just the one that comes every once in a while.
How many times?
2 or 3.
It turns out some of the girls went to confession before they ended up dying. So maybe he needs to ask the priest just what these girls are confessing. I wonder if he'll give it away. Whilst Enrico is going to interview the only token he could find in London in the 70s. Ah, the good old days when they were few and far between.
Did you ever know Hilda Erickson and Janet Bryan? Sure. I knew them when I was at the university last year. Most of my friends knew them, too. They were 2 turned-on chicks, both of them. They sure stick together, don't they? You're telling me. Even in bed, at least among themselves, the little dykes. And with the boys? Real screwing? No, not after what happened to Solange.
Now smile.
The mysterious Solange finally gets a mention, and Enrico's sick of his jive talking, so has to force out of him exactly what he knows.
Talk. I don't know anything for sure. She was half French, turned on, swinging. Thought she was a big deal. I never screwed her, though. I didn't. She was in the first form last year.
Not in my school.
No.
Well, tell me where.
A girls' high school. I don't know where. Hell, man, that's all I know. She's disappeared, and I just ain't seen her since.
Go on, push him in.
Isn't it possible that Father Herbert, that he occasionally brings in a colleague to assist him, another priest?
That has never happened, Inspector. I confess all the pupils from the school myself.
I imagine you are Father Herbert. Would you mind coming forward?
Unfortunately, Enrico didn't push him in. Meanwhile, the detective has found out that this mysterious priest doesn't exist, so who's pretending to be a priest taking confessionals from women is probably Enrico.
I have a question. Last year you had a friend named Solange. Who is she?
Solange? Never heard of her. Have you, Helen? No.
I don't believe them. Anyway, later that night, one of the schoolgirls turns up at Enrico's house, not for some "how's your teacher," but to drop a note off. Who the bloody hell is Ruth, and why is it written in Italian when they're in England? Enrico turns up to Ruth's house. I'm sure she's going to have all the answers. Maybe not. Good luck explaining how you were there to the police.
Who do you think put this note in your mailbox?
Probably one of the second form girls from the school.
And why send it to you?
I don't know. How could I? You ought to have them watched, Inspector.
I have.
Someone definitely is watching them through a hole in the wall into the shower.
We ought to tell the police. So you want to be a stool pigeon? Okay. We promised we'd never tell. We swore it. All right, I'll keep quiet. If I live long enough.
Just who is this mucky sod?
You do gymnastics too, Mr. Newton?
Yes. No, I was watching. I mean, looking for one of the girls.
Ah, I'm looking for girls myself. Can you tell me where the second form is?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
People aren't very good at not being suspicious in this film, are they?
Why did you tell Mrs. Rossini that you didn't know Ruth Holden? Just this morning, your mother told me that the poor woman was your maid for almost 3 years.
Oh, you mean Tata? I'm so sorry, Inspector, but I always called her Tata. And so I had forgotten that her real name was Ruth. Of course I knew her. Practically since I was born.
Another one that can't lie for shit. Meanwhile, Enrico and his missus are having a relaxing day at the park. A break from extracurricular activities with schoolgirls, not pushing black people over boats, and just, well, having a rest. The care and the community people are out and about as well.
You want me to have a heart attack? Oh, Solange.
So that's what happened to Solange. She went mental and just goes running around parks. With 20 minutes of the film left, things start to speed up. One of the young women gets a call from probably the bloke who was pretending to be the priest.
What's the matter? Why couldn't he call?
Something's come up. Come to Battersea Amusement Park tomorrow afternoon. About 2. He'll be there. You must come, do you hear? It's very important to everyone. If you fail to show up, the police will move in.
So of course the next day she turns up with her friends to Battersea Amusement Park. What do you notice about it, other than the fact it wouldn't look anything like that today?
Solange?
Quick, call the nurse, she's out again. They take her off to the park, hopefully to draw out the mystery person on the phone. I do wonder if there's any undercover police in the park keeping an eye out.
Inspector?
Don't salute, you fucking idiot.
Nope, I can't see any.
Excuse me, Father, but have you seen 2 girls passing this way?
Yes, they went this way.
They walked right past me. 10 seconds later, when I turned around, they were gone.
Ah, the police. You can't trust them, and they've always been shit. The detective decides to go and visit Solange's dad, and takes along Enrico and his wife as well, because they become unofficial sidekicks.
Stay by the phone, Mr. Bascom. I'll let you know the moment we've found her.
We'll stay if you want, to keep you company.
No, thank you. I prefer to stay alone.
If you need anything, just ring us up.
Well, given his mental daughter's gone missing and the other girls have gone missing as well, you can't blame him for being worried. I wonder how those girls are getting on anyway.
I want to know all of it. You understand? All.
I knew that Tata knew all about those things. All of us went to her house on bicycles.
It's flashback time, but prepare yourself, it's not pleasant. The girls went out on a trip to the woman's house who Enrico found dead earlier. Why were they going to her house? Well, it wasn't for tea and cakes.
On the table.
You're not going to hurt me now, are you, Tata?
If you do suffer a little, you deserve it.
Deserve what? Well, she's definitely not getting a tattoo. She's getting an abortion and the girls are helping. However, this isn't a very official one. For the female viewers, we'll move on quickly. A convoluted hunch finds the detective, Enrico, and of course his missus, at the door of another professor.
There's nobody here. He's out looking for the girl. We might as well leave.
But, Inspector...
Well, what can I do without a warrant? You've got no proof. Hardly even grounds for suspicion, Mr. Orsini.
Are the girls trapped inside though, and are they just leaving them to the killer? Who needs a warrant when you've got a strong shoulder? However, when they get in there, there's no sign of the girls. Until there is.
An Italian book that should be at Janet's house isn't. It's right here. Why? Why, Inspector?
I want you to advise all patrols to search for...
I say, you're there, sir.
Well, there's Solange, but who else is there?
Where's your father?
There he is. It was her dad all along. But why was he killing her friends? Well, other than the fact they held her down while she had an abortion. The detective goes into a room to find out, while Solange takes Enrico's missus off for a wander around the house. This'll go well.
Bart! Inspector Bart! Inspector! Inspector Bart!
Ah, typical women. Go mental because someone's not taking the rubbish out. Enrico's left to guard Solange's dad. However, he's not a real copper, so he doesn't really have to do anything. So he doesn't.
No.
Who's been shot? Was it Enrico? No, Solange's dad killed himself because of all the things that he's done wrong. But thankfully, he's left a note explaining exactly what's happened. How helpful.
Why?
The murdered girls had a club. This poor child belonged and went to their parties, sex parties. Needless to say, the girl got pregnant. And in order to avoid exposure, the girls took matters in their own hands. They put this child through an abortion against her will, and the brutality left Solange incurably mad. Bascom learned the horrible truth when he masqueraded as a priest and made the girls confess. The revenge he planned is symbolically obvious.
Well, that explains it all. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Well, that film took a turn at the end. It's actually a really well made film, and it is actually quite entertaining. Everyone puts in a top-notch performance, even Galbo, who only makes it halfway through the film, and again dies because of her own lust or stupidity, or both. Sometimes they are connected. The girl who played Solange was Camille Keaton, who later appeared in I Spit on Your Grave. She hasn't got a great track record in films, but because it was in 70s London, there had to be one token, because even back then they were still hanging around, not as much as they do now. If that film was made today in London, firstly it wouldn't, because it would be pro-abortion, but also the killer wouldn't be an old white man, let's be honest. But they would never make that kind of film now, because that would be a bit too close to the bone, as opposed to making a film about an abortion in a kitchen with a needle. Grim. Anyway, next week is Easter, so it's a film about a resurrection that will of course go wrong. So until then, ta-ta for now. Until next time, ta-ta for now. But remember, if you're a teacher, stick to the subject that you're employed to do, and also, if you're a woman, don't get an abortion. Should we go and find Mystery Ming? Nah, let her sleep. We need the peace and quiet. If you enjoyed this video for it's slightly less shit than the Italian teacher's teaching, you can always buy us a Cuppa on Ko-fi. The link's in the description below, and thank you in advance if you do.